अंगारों जैसे नयन लाले लाले, अधरों की लाली गले मुंद माले। अंगारों जैसे नयन लाले लाले, अधरों की लाली गले मुंद माले। जालंबी 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 जीवनी काली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली। कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली। आगे है हनुमत जी झंडा संभाले, पीछे है कोकर संग भैरव मतवाले। आगे है हनुमत जी झंडा संभाले, पीछे है कोकर संग भैरव मतवाले। बीच में विकराल रूप वाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली। कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली। दानव दलन कर दुष्टों को मारे, काली की शक्ति जगत जन को तारे। दानव दलन कर दुष्टों को मारे, काली की शक्ति जगत जन को तारे। हाथ में भारी भुजाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली। कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली। काली की शक्ति को जिसने भी जाना, मोनी दीवाना हुआ उसको जमाना। काली की शक्ति को जिसने भी जाना, मोनी दीवाना हुआ उसका जमाना। दोस्तों से पापियों से देश करो काली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली। कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली। कलकत्ता वाली भवानी माई काली, कलकत्ता वाली भवानी माई काली। महिमा तुम्हारी निराली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली। कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली। कलकत्ता वाली भवानी माई काली, कलकत्ता वाली भवानी माई काली। कालों
Sitaramam Shakti. Happy Navratri to each and every one of you. This is the one and the only Shakti Fridays with Justin D. Anthony. I want to say it's a pleasure and honor to have you locked on as we play all these divine songs of the goddess in her period of time, in this auspicious time of the Navratri. I wish to take this opportunity to extend blessings of the divine Devi to each and every one of you. May these nights in glorification of the Navratri bring you closer to the Devi, fill you with joy, love, prosperity, all the good virtues. And may the Divine Mother bless each and every one of you, so that all the issues that you have, all the calamities that you're facing, you may one day overcome them. And may all those issues, may all those problems that you face, that you spend endless nights worrying about, lose sleep over, may all of them one day all become a story that you tell. A story that you tell of how you are victorious over them. I want to say pranam and good morning to Leela Sukdeo, Malahar Prashad from Atlanta, Georgia. I want to say pranam and blessings to my uncle Dinesh and the entire Bowen family. I want to say pranam and blessings to all the devotees of the Sri Ma Kali Durga Mandir located at 9266 Springfield Boulevard in Queens Village, New York. In particular, I want to say Happy Navratri to Pujari Kabadas Jitu and Grandma Rose. I want to say pranam and good morning to Jamini Ramsarup, Kamla Badrasan, Let me take this opportunity to say, broadly speaking, blessings and pranam to all those watching in Canada, the United States of America, Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, Suriname, the various Caribbean islands. I want to say pranam and blessings to all those watching in South Africa, the Mauritius, and elsewhere, wherever you're locking in from, wherever you're viewing this video from. After the live has concluded, I want to say, may the Divine Mother bless each and every one of you in a special way. Today's Shakti Fridays, we will focus our discourse on Chamunda Devi. Chamunda Devi is a form of Durga Ma. And we will focus our entire discourse for today, speaking about her glories and some of her stories as well. So please do me one favor in the first place. Share this link with your friends and family as we speak today in the period of the Navratri about Chamunda Devi, a form of Durga Ma. I want to say pranam and good morning to Sunny Sewa. I want to say pranam and good morning to Wendy Takardine and the entire Takardine family. Blessings and happy Navratri to each and every one of you. I want to say happy Navratri to my Pua, Nita Jitu and family. I want to say happy Navratri and pranam to Sharon Ramrup. I want to say pranam and happy Navratri to Oma Tahal and family as well. Once again, to each and every one of you locked on, I want to say may the divine Devi, in all her glorious forms, bless each and every one of you in a profound, in an incredible way. Right after a few bhajans, we will begin our discourse speaking today about Chamunda Devi, this form of Durga Ma. I want to say happy Navratri to Reshma Sinarayan from Trinidad and Tobago.
भद्रकाली कपालनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमस्ते मां देवी अब मुनि मुनि दे अब माविया मदे मुनि मुनि दे अब माविया मदे यम देवी यमा हो यम माविया मदे यम देवी यमा अब माविया मदे यम देवी यमा ये मुनि मुनि दे अब मुनि 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 दे अब माविया मदे यम देवी यमा हो यम माविया मदे यम देवी यमा अब माविया मदे यम देवी यमा ये हो यम काली भद्रकाली जयंती काली मंगला काली भद्रकाली दे यम देवी यमा हो यम माविया मदे यम देवी यमा अब माविया मदे यम देवी यमा ये
want to say good morning and pranam to Debbie Alguin family, wishing her a blessed Navratri. I want to take this opportunity once again to say happy Navratri to each and every one of you, wishing you the goddess's blessings. I want to say happy Navratri to Leela Sukdeo as well. I want to say happy Navratri and blessings to my sister Vanny. As we begin our discourse for today, which is a Navratri themed discourse, we focus our discourse today on Chamunda Devi. Who is Chamunda Devi? Who is this great goddess that so many do not know? And even those who hear her name, their knowledge may be limited to just simply what her name is and the pronunciation of her name. Who is this goddess Chamunda Ma? Chamunda Devi is a Devi that is created by Durga Ma. She is a manifestation or a form of Durga Devi. She appears as a divine mother with orange skin, or for some she is depicted as a goddess who is as dark as night, who is very fierce, a goddess who makes all the negative entities, the Bhoot, Preet, and even those who are engaged in evil. She strikes fear in all those beings. Durga Devi has created what we call the Stampta Madrikas. The Stampta Madrikas are 7 goddesses which are created by Durga Ma. As we know, one of the Stampta Madrikas is a form I always speak about. It is Varahima. Varahima is created by Durga. She is one of the Stampta Madrikas. Indranima is another form created by Durga Ma. She is a part of the Stampta Madrikas. Well, Chamunda Devi is one of the Stampta Madrikas. She is created by Durga Ma. As such, Chamunda Devi has her origin in Durga Devi and is a form of Durga Ma. As we go along in our discourse today, we will speak further into depth about Chamunda Devi and some of the stories that relate to her as well. So please stay tuned, and if you have not yet, kindly share this program across your Facebook as we speak about Chamunda Devi, this incredible form of Durga Ma. I want to say Happy Navratri to Annie J. Ram. I want to say Happy Navratri and blessings to Christina Prashad from Florida as well. Once again, if you just locked on, I want to say Vanakam, Pranam, Sitaram. And Happy Navratri to you and your family. May these auspicious nights of the Navratri bring about all the good things in life. May the Divine Mother shower her grace on you and your family. As we continue onwards with our discourse for today, speaking about Chamunda Devi, which is a form of Durga Ma. What is the benefits of worshipping Chamunda Devi? Every goddess that we know of, every goddess that we see in the temples, they have a certain a domain. They have an area of specialty. Similarly, as we see in the world today, there are different doctors that have an area of specialty. Some will specialize in cardiology, some will specialize in the heart. Some will specialize in other aspects. They're specialists. Every Devi that we pray to is a specialist of a different domain. And while their blessings can be very broad, they can bless us with wealth, health, prosperity, and everything, there is a particular specialty for them. When it comes to Chamunda Devi, do you know what is the specialty of this goddess? The specialty of Chamunda Devi is blessing the devotee with an attractive personality. In simple, she blesses the devotee so that the devotee can be seen favorably by everyone. Everyone will want to have a conversation with them. Everyone will want to be in the presence of them. When they go to job interviews, when they go about in their life, people will want to be with them. People will want to give them opportunities economically and etc. So she blesses us in particular with an attractive personality, with a magnetic personality, so that our social relations are in good terms. That is her area of domain. But her area and her blessings are not just simply limited to this area, my friends. When you have the blessings of Chamunda Devi, she removes the individual of their illness. She removes the individual of their dosha. And do you know what is a dosha? Many times we see this term dosha, we see people advertise, oh, I can help you remove the doshas in your life and everything. But what is a dosha? What is this term? A dosha is something negative that has come about. It is a negative affliction that has come about. But here is what many people do not understand about dosha. The dosha that you have may have come about because you brought it up yourself. A dosha doesn't always just, oh, by random chance it came about. You know, when you perform worship and you're in an unfit state, you have not fasted, you can get a dosha as a result of that. When you stand before your altar and your thoughts are elsewhere, you're not focusing on the deeply, especially when you're doing something spiritual, you can gain a dosha as a result. So Chamunda Devi removes the doshas from the individual to free them from negative afflictions. We'll play this bhajan back from the top and play it in its entirety, but just to reinforce one message, as it is an important message based on what I observe and based on what you can observe in Hindu spirituality today. Whenever you have to perform any ritual, any act of spirituality in Hinduism, whether you're performing Hawan, you're performing puja, you're performing the final rites for a dear loved one, always perform it when you're in the proper state. Try your best to have concentration, because every time you perform an act of spirituality and your mind is elsewhere, you're in an improper state. Let's speak about fasting there. You hurt yourself. There's a dosha that is created. And then in turn, you have to go pray to the Divine Mother to take away that dosha. Or alternatively speaking, in some cases as well, you have to pray to Lord Ganesh to take it away. The point I want to emphasize is to you, you can prevent all of this. I want to say Happy Navratri to Vidya Jaggernaut, Basmati Ram Sewak. I also want to say Happy Navratri to Kumari Jacob.
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे
जय जय अम्बे भवानी जय जय अम्बे भवानी जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे भवानी जय जय अम्बे भवानी जय जय अम्बे भवानी जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे भवानी जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे भवानी जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे भवानी 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 माँ जय जय अम्बे भवानी
I want to say happy Navratri to Sunita Kalasar and family. So once again, as we continue onwards with our discourse today, speaking about Chamunda Devi, this form of Durga Ma. Did you know Chamunda Devi is one of the oldest in terms of worship forms of the Divine Mother? Not formally as we see in a temple and everything, but in terms of one of the oldest forms of the Divine Mother that is worshipped. One of the first forms of the Divine Mother that is worshipped, Chamunda Devi holds a status in that regard. The indigenous people, or as we say, the First Nations people, as we more commonly say, the people in the bush, as some, make term, they are devotees of Chamunda Devi. They have worshipped the Divine Mother Chamunda in a very particular way for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And how do they worship them? They worship them with the sacrifice of the buffalo. They sacrifice a buffalo for the goddess Chamunda. And when the buffalo is sacrificed, the goddess comes and in a spiritual form consumes that buffalo and blesses those in that community. This form of the goddess takes the sacrifice of buffalo. And there are particular deities in Hindu spirituality that are worshipped with the sacrifice of buffalo. But there is something I want to leave you with today. While the goddess and while particular forms of devatas may be worshipped with buffalo. It is not advisable for the devotee to be permitted to eat buffalo. You know, in today's world, people go to a steakhouse and everything and they consume buffalo. Consume all these sorts of things, but I want to tell you and I want to give you a warning and a suggestion to you not to be consuming buffalo. Varaha Purana, Varaha, which is a form of Lord Vishnu, tells us that those who are devotees of Lord Vishnu cannot consume the buffalo or any of its products, any of its byproducts. More broadly speaking, the reason why I would suggest you not to consume buffalo or any of its products and etc., there's a spiritual reason for you to know. When you consume the products that come from a buffalo, it raises the tamasmic aspects of your life, the tamasmic aspects of your personality. Your goal is to be sattvic in nature, to be that divine, have that divine quality, to be calm, to be collective, to be peaceful, to have a personality that everyone would desire. But when you consume buffalo or any products from that buffalo, you become tamasmic in nature, you become mentally all over the place, scattered mentally. It affects your spirituality. Your spirituality takes a decline. So while this goddess is worshipped with buffalo, while particular devatas are worshipped with the sacrifice of buffalo, devotees do not partake in the buffalo. Hindu devotees in general should not be partaking in the eating of buffalo as well. When you consume buffalo, it makes your personality corrupted. It takes away that aspect, that personality that everyone desires.
Devi Ma, Shakti Ma, Kali Ma, Devi Ma. Devi Ma, Kali Ma, Shakti Bhavani. Devi Ma, Kali Ma, Shakti Bhavani. Shakti Ma, Shakti Ma,
भवानी, देवी माँ काली माँ शक्ति भवानी।
I wish to take this opportunity to extend an invite. The Sri Mahakali Durga Mandir, located at 9266 Springfield Boulevard in Queens Village, New York, would like to cordially invite you and your family during these auspicious nights of Navratri to join them every night from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for the beautiful, uplifting Navratri celebrations. They continue to have celebrations every night from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. until the 28th of March. So once again, the Sri Mahakali Durga Mandir, located at 9266 Springfield Boulevard in Queens Village, New York, extends an invite to join them for their beautiful, uplifting Navratri celebrations. For more information, please contact Pujari Kabardas G2 at 917-929-7150. That's Pujari Kabardas G2 at 917-929-7150 for more information. I want to say Happy Navratri to Savitri Balgobin. Once again, if I have to miss your name or greeting, I do humbly apologize. But I wish to extend Navratri greetings to you and your family. May these auspicious nights of the Navratri bring you blessings that help to bring about joy, love, happiness, and success in your life.
प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे, तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे, लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे, लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे, तेरे लिए माँ माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे
तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे।
When you're a devotee of Chamunda Devi, you worship her and you love her. Or indeed, when you have achieved the siddhi of a Chamunda mantra, and for you to have the understanding, after you chant a mantra under certain rules for 21,000 times or how many hundreds of thousands of times, under certain rules, under certain conditions, you would have gained the siddhi of the mantra. That means, in simple, you have gained the power of that mantra. The influence of that mantra is with you and will remain with you until it is passed down or your life goes and you leave this material plane. When you have achieved the siddhi of a Chamunda mantra, the goddess will always appear to you. The goddess will always appear when you are in the presence of nefarious people, people who wish to hurt you spiritually or physically. She will always appear and she will put them to a stop. This form of the goddess Chamunda Devi is attributed with bravery. When you pray to the goddess Chamunda, your personality changes in the sense that you become fearless, you face your fears, you become that brave person to stand up for yourself, to show who you are, what you can be. Not to take using from this person, not to take abuse from that person. This is the blessing of Chamunda Devi, this incredible form of Durga Ma.
तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई
मैया को भावे है हाथों के चूड़ियाँ
हाथों की चूड़िया हाथों की चूड़िया
मैया को भावे है हाथों के चूड़ियाँ
हाथों की चूड़िया हाथों की चूड़िया
मैया तुझे पहनाने मैं चूड़िया हूँ लाल लाई रे मैया तुझे पहनाने मैं चूड़िया हूँ लाल लाई रे लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे
तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई
हे दुर्गा हे दुर्गा हे दुर्गा
So as you know, in every
हे दुर्गा
in every show that I do, I like to share a little story that can help to enlighten us about Hindu spirituality.
हे दुर्गा
And of course, in this auspicious period of time in the Navratri, where we glorify the Divine Mother,
हे दुर्गा
we speak about her stories,
दुर्गा
we sing her praises, and of course, we give gratitude to her for all the ways in which we are blessed, the ways that we are conscious of, and the ways that we may not be aware of. It would only be fitting to speak about a little story
हे दुर्गा
in reference to Chamunda Devi, this form of Durga Ma.
हे दुर्गा हे दुर्गा
Today's story brings us about 500 years ago.
हे दुर्गा
There was once a Brahmin king,
हे दुर्गा
and
हे दुर्गा
the issue that he had was the people in his kingdom did not have access
हे दुर्गा
to worship the goddess.
दुर्गा
They had to go really far to worship the Divine Mother, to find a shrine or a temple for the Divine Mother. And being a noble king, being a king who is concerned for his people, he prayed to the divine Devi, who is Durga, so that he could build a temple, so that the people in his kingdom, the devotees in his kingdom, could have a place to worship. He prays to the divine goddess, and something happens, something that would change the fate of his kingdom ultimately. But would it change for the better? Would it change for the worse? The king has hope and belief in mind, that he prays to the goddess and the goddess will show him the way. And the goddess shows him something miraculous. One night he goes to sleep and the goddess Devi, Durga, appears in a dream. The goddess shows him in a dream that there's a spot of land, and if you were to dig it, you will find a murti of mine in this area. And it is this area that you have to build a temple for a form of me. I will reveal what form it is when the time is correct. But she says to the king in the dream, go to this plot of land, take a shovel and dig. You will find a murti of mine. So the king and his assistants go to this little plot of land that is close by, it's nearby. They take their shovels and they start digging. They find an old murti of the Divine Mother, but when they look at the murti, they don't know which form it is. They don't know what form of the Divine Mother it can be. All they know it is a goddess. So the king and his assistants, they're trying to lift this murti up, which they have discovered. But they can't lift it up. They're trying, many men. How many men? 10, 13, 15 men can't lift up this murti. And these are very, very strong men, able-bodied men, and they can't lift this murti. They try and try. They try so many tricks and they try so many methods. They're unable to lift up this murti that they have to use to make a temple for the divine goddess, for the kingdom. What will they do? The king has belief in the Divine Mother. The king understands that the circumstances are difficult, but he knows the Divine Mother can find him a way. He prays to the Divine Goddess before he goes to sleep to find me an answer to this question. How can we move this murti, O Devi? The king goes to sleep and the Divine Mother comes into his dream. The Divine Mother Durga tells him, the men, your assistants that are trying to lift this murti, they don't have belief in me. They think that the murti is just simply an object, simply a piece of stone. It is nothing. That is why I cannot be lifted, my child. This is what the mother is saying to the king in his dream. The Divine Mother tells the king in his dream, you believe in me. You might be one man, but with the power of me, you can move a mountain, my child. The Divine Mother Durga tells the king in his dream, you go by yourself with belief and faith in me, and you will lift up this heavy murti that 15, 16, 17 men couldn't lift up. You will plant this murti in the area, and a temple will be created for one of my forms. So the king wakes up the next morning. He goes to the area where the murti is with faith and belief in the Divine Mother. He lifts up the murti. He plants it in the right spot. He does his offerings and prayers, and he does the prampatishta by himself of the Divine Mother. And something happens. When he looks at the murti of the goddess Durga comes. And the goddess Durga shows him a form, an orange form. The goddess Durga tells him that here will lie one of my forms, Chamunda Devi. In this kingdom, the people of this kingdom, they will worship me as CHAMUNDA Ma. They will get help for their problems. They will get help for their sickness. They will get help in every aspect of life. Build a structure so that everyone can worship me. And that temple became the Chamunda Mataji temple. A temple that is over 500 and something years old, that the king created through a dream. This is not a fictional story. This is not a little storybook. This is proof that the Divine Mother is living and real. But what is this lesson? You know, we are in the Navratri. What is this lesson? What is the lesson of this story, my friends? I want to leave with you today. I want to leave with you a simple lesson for you to have the understanding. A message for all devotees. When you have belief in your prayers, when you have belief in the Divine Mother, there is no mountain you cannot move. When you have the Divine Mother and belief in the Divine Mother, the impossible becomes possible. So in these nights of the Navratri, my friends, in general, my friends, always believe in the Divine Mother. Always put your faith and belief in the Divine Mother. And just like the king, you will be able to do and perform the miracles that are necessary for your life. 15 men couldn't lift up a murti, and one simple king lifted up a whole murti by himself. The point I want to emphasize and suggest to you today is, my friends, pray to the goddess even in the form of Chamunda Ma. And the goddess will give you the strength, the courage, and the power to move out all those mountains that hamper your life. Put simply, with faith and belief in the Divine Mother, there is nothing out of reach for the devotee. With the next bhajan in mind, my friends, I'm taking my leave. Sitaram Om Shakti. Until we meet again on Sunday morning, may Chamunda Devi, the goddess, this incredible form of Durga, bless each and every one of you profoundly. Until we meet again on Sunday morning, have a blessed and safe weekend.
हे दुर्गा माँ
You are the remover of all unfavorable situations. Victory to you. We bow to thee, the remover of the worldly fears. Durgati Harini, Durga Ambe, Teri Jai Jaikar ho. Teri Jai Jaikar ho, Teri Jai Jaikar ho, Teri Jai Jaikar ho. दुर्गति हारी दुर्गा अम्बे तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। भव भय तारिणी भवानी अम्बे मेरी नमस्कार हो। भव भय तारिणी भवानी अम्बे मेरी नमस्कार हो। दुर्गति हारिणी दुर्गा अम्बे तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। तेरी ही आभा से ज्योति सूरज चांद सितारे हैं। तेरी ही माँ शक्ति लेकर खड़े हुए सारे हैं। चांद सितारे हैं, तेरी ही माँ शक्ति लेकर खड़े हुए सारे हैं। सुखदाई हो सृष्टि सारी, सुखदाई हो सृष्टि सारी। हल्का दुखा भार हो, हल्का दुखा भार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। दुर्गति हारी दुर्गा अम्बे तेरी जय जयकार हो,
तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो।
विश्वम वा सब शक्ति तो ब्रह्मलोक पर अंत है। तेरी महिमा का है मैया नहीं आदि और अंत है। सब शक्ति तो ब्रह्मलोक पर अंत है। तेरी महिमा का है मैया नहीं आदि और अंत है। जन्म जन्म तक ये ब्रह्मानी, जन्म जन्म तक ये ब्रह्मानी। चरण कमल सो प्यार हो, चरण कमल सो प्यार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। दुर्गति हारी दुर्गा अम्बे तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। हे महादेवी हे महाकाली दुष्टों का संहार करो। मंगलमय वरदान रमैया भव से बेड़ा पार करो।
अम्बे जय जय अम्बे, अम्बे
जय जय अम्बे। हे महादेवी हे महाकाली दुष्टों का संहार करो। मंगलमय वरदान रमैया भव से बेड़ा पार करो। भाव भक्ति से शरण में आए, भाव भक्ति से शरण में आए। बिनती माँ स्वीकार हो, बिनती माँ स्वीकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। दुर्गति हारी दुर्गा